The girl's skull is shattered for bullying her classmate, and she is then hidden in a celebration ball. At the school anniversary, the principal pulls the ribbon-cutting rope, and a corpse drops down. Terrified, the principal turns around to find that the deceased is his own daughter, Angie. The principal is taken to the police station for questioning. He says students have reported frequently seeing a person in black taking secret photos around the school. Social worker Lin Zifu had experienced a shipwreck years ago. He and his daughter were rescued by teacher Fong from the school. Since then, Lin Zifu has regarded Fong as a senior and mentor. The principal, feeling sorry for him, hired him to work at the school to make a living. However, not long after, Lin Zifu's daughter Hui Jun died in an accident at school. Since then, he shows a strange expression whenever he sees girls of similar age to his daughter. Therefore, the principal suspects that this incident might be related to Lin Zifu. Meanwhile, Li Han, searching everywhere for her daughter, finds her daughter's watch in a sewer below the apartment building. Following scratch marks on the corridor walls upwards, Li Han sees bloodstains on the windowsill of Lin Zifu's home. She suspects Lin Zifu has kidnapped Xiaotong. She immediately rushes home, tears bed sheets to make a rope, ties it around her waist, and opens the window to climb into Lin Zifu's home. But as soon as she moves, her hand is pierced by a screw, causing her to break out in a cold sweat from the pain. However, worried sick about her daughter, she ignores the bleeding, focused solely on finding her daughter's whereabouts, unaware that Lin Zifu's car has just parked downstairs. She finally climbs into Lin Zifu's home, turns on her flashlight to search around, and discovers a broken hemp rope, which further confirms her suspicions. But just then, fortunately, she hears footsteps outside the door in time and hides under the bed. Lin Zifu is about to change clothes. Just as he's about to discover Li Han, a knock on the door suddenly sounds. Outside is the landlady Sue, who asks Lin Zifu to help deliver some supplies to a charity. Lin Zifu wants to refuse, but can't resist her repeated requests. Li Han also slips out and coincidentally meets Detective Dai, who is investigating the case. She tells him about her daughter's disappearance, hoping he can help find Xiaotong. They check the surveillance footage and happen to see Lin Zifu, who is throwing 2 large black plastic bags into a garbage bin. Coincidentally, a garbage truck passes by the door. Li Han rushes out, climbs onto the garbage truck, and searches for the black plastic bags, but finds nothing but trash inside. Suddenly, she hears a familiar ringtone and looks towards the sound to see a masked person in black. The person seems to notice her gaze and runs away. Li Han and Dai quickly give chase, and the person in black ducks into a narrow alley. Li Han rushes forward and pulls off his mask, only to find she doesn't recognize the person, but Dai looks surprised. After bringing this person back to the police station, everyone discovers that he is the peeping Tom the principal mentioned. Moreover, he is Dai's son, who had a habit of taking secret photos years ago. At that time, Dai's career was on the rise, and to avoid affecting his career, he changed his son's name to Wu Wang to sever their relationship. Opening Wu Wang's videotapes, besides some unspeakable scenes, they also find footage of Xiaotong being kidnapped, confirming Li Han's suspicions. An enraged Li Han rushes to the railing.
你还有看到他什么吗？你还有拍到什么吗？你有看到他去哪里了吗？说话！你看他那个样子，你为什么不报警？你为什么不救我女儿？为什么不救我女儿？为什么不救？
我是在保护你啊。
It turns out that Wu Wang's camera also contains 56 videos of Li Han abusing Xiaotong.
叫你不要去跟别人接触，为什么不听？我是为你好啊，我在保护你，你知不知道？
Although Li Han explains that she was only disciplining her child, Dai still prohibits Li Han from continuing to search for Xiaotong on charges of child abuse. Confined in the interrogation room, Li Han encounters teacher Yang, who has come for investigation. She notices Yang has a key identical to Lin Zifu's. Yang explains. So she secretly takes this set of keys, hides in Yang's car while the police aren't looking, and then drives away from the police station towards the charity. Meanwhile, when Lin Zifu arrives at the charity by car, he sees the entrance surrounded by police, which frightens him into turning the car around immediately. Su talks with Lin Zifu about his mentor Fang.
方老师啊，真是大公无私，无私无畏，一生都在追求真理啊。
However, Lin Zifu appears particularly cold, seemingly disagreeing with her words.
人可以像石头一样顽强，但真理就像一把榔头， 被砸碎完石。
Sue suddenly receives an urgent phone call.
那个领带组现在是通缉犯，警察怀疑那几个是这女学生，她有不安，听到了没有？自己要小心啊！
快了，我马上到了。这胡说八道，这胡言乱语。
After hanging up, Sue tries to ease the awkward atmosphere by turning on the radio.
四环女中杀人案有重大发现，警方怀疑与构建慈善会的全职社工林在福有关，目前正在全力抓捕。
But this makes things even more awkward, and Lin Zaifu presses the window lock.
你相信真理那把榔头能砸碎完石吗？
Sue looks at the hammer within reach, too scared to even breathe. On the other side, Li Han successfully reaches the charity home and sees a dog gnawing on something on the ground. After she drives the dog away, she collapses to the ground in shock. Regaining her composure, she quickly digs up the dirt pile, only to find a girl's corpse. Gathering her courage, she opens all the plastic bags to find they contain the 3 girls who disappeared after bullying Xiaotong. Thinking that the also missing Xiaotong might have met the same fate, Li Han frantically digs through all the surrounding dirt piles, but finds no clues. Lin Zaifu drives the car to a small cabin deep in the woods. He tightly ties Sue to the car and walks into the cabin alone with a hammer. This place was supposed to be a cozy home for him and his daughter Hui Jun, but now it has become empty and cold, all because of Angie and her 3 followers. When Hui Jun was alive, she was Xiaotong's classmate and once a close friend, but all the beauty was destroyed that day.